On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Wednesday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, you don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. We're going to kick it off with some international stories where another Jamaican man go through the border and kick the bucket in New York. Yeah, man. Now, the man was fatally taken out in a hail of bullets as he stepped out of his home in Bronx, New York on Tuesday. The man has since been identified as 46-year-old Denver Bernard, who recently make it through the United States and Mexican border and drop in New York. Now, information reaching On The Spot News Media is that a lone gunman stepped out of a dark-colored vehicle sometime before 8 o'clock in the morning. Residents stated that somebody we know called him up, because how them would have known say him a step outside of him house around 8 o'clock in the morning for just pull up just in time for calling him up. It is said that over 20 spent casings was retrieved from the crime scene, and him pick up about 15 can in him skin. Yeah, man. So anyway, back to local style. So we're gonna kick it off this morning, my peeps, with two missing persons report. Now, the first female presently on your screen has since been identified as Michaela McLeod. Michaela McLeod was last seen on Tuesday the 3rd of September. Now, if anyone knows where to locate Michaela McLeod, please call the nearest police station or the number provided presently on your screen. Now, this next little girl here, presently on your screen, she has since been identified as Alicia Bailey, said to be a former student of the St. James High School, but was recently transferred to the Nakalvia Technical High School in St. James. Now, she was last seen on Wednesday wearing her St. James High School uniform. She went missing, but according to reports, it is not her first rodeo. So it seems as if she is habitual in running away. Now, On The Spot News Media is not for sure if she run away this time or she's actually missing. So anyone knowing the whereabouts of this little girl here presently on your screen, identified as Alicia Bailey, please contact the St. James Police, any St. James Police station, or you can also contact 876-278-8295 or 876-484-7991. Boy, me I tell my peeps, the thing rough. So anyway, I can kick off this morning's set of stories. Now, your Prime Minister decides say him go send some troops and some police to go assist over there in Haiti. So yesterday, the Prime Minister announced that Jamaica will begin its participation in the multinational security support mission with a deployment of 24 personnel to Haiti to provide command, planning and logistics support. Now we're going to hear from Prime Minister Andrew Holness as he addressed the nation as it relates to providing security personnel for Haiti, and also talking about the crime situation in Jamaica. Literally, the Prime Minister a boss I say, boy, film government do way more in the last 30 years than any other government. But anyway, listen.
March 2024, with the support of the United States and Canada, Jamaica brought other CARICOM personnel together, along with our own forces, to begin training for deployment to Haiti. As Minister of Defense, today we announced that Jamaica will begin its participation in the multinational security support mission with the deployment of 24 personnel to Haiti to provide command, planning, and logistics support. The deployment is comprised of 20 JDF personnel and 4 JCF personnel. The security forces continue in a state of readiness to support further deployment towards our overall commitment as the mission in Haiti is scaled up. Jamaica has close fraternal ties to the people of Haiti, and we stand in solidarity with them. Jamaica also has a national security interest in the situation in Haiti, one of our closest neighbors. It is in our interest to support a long-lasting resolution to the problems in Haiti. Here in Jamaica, we see the growing entrenchment of gangs who organize the production of armed violence with a view to economic gain, spreading terror in communities and weakening the state's guarantee to citizens' security. We see this as an evolving existential threat to law and order and the proper functioning of institutions of the state, not only in Jamaica, but in several countries across the region. It is a regional problem. The threat of gangs must not be viewed as only a citizen-to-citizen problem, where regular policing and the criminal justice system would be sufficient to address the problem. The threat is at a level in the region where gangs and organized armed violence they produce is a threat to the very state. Haiti is the example of what could happen if states and governments do not take the problem seriously and put in place the measures and resources necessary to bring the problem under control. I wish to thank the members of the security forces who will be deploying to Haiti, and I wish them well, and obviously we pray for their safety and security. Original strategy was to attenuate the situation by using extraordinary powers to bring the situation within the capacity of the police force to manage, which is what all the developed countries do. Whenever crime or any other issue gets above their capacity, they use extraordinary powers. Nobody criticizes them. We have a situation here that for many years, it has been over and above our investigative capacity, over and above our transport capacity, over and above the ability to put boots on the ground in the challenged communities. And what has the government done in the last 8 years? Build out capacity. And so we don't rely on SOEs anymore because we are building capacity. And you would have seen that in the last 3 years, the number of gang cases that we would have brought to the courts and the number of gangs that we have disrupted and dismantled was more than in the last 30 years. All major crimes are down by 20%. Murders, homicides are going down. So I want Jamaicans to understand that your government is acting in your best interest, and that those who don't understand what is happening in Jamaica should get the right information before they speak and support the government of Jamaica in ensuring that our citizens are safe and that the region is safe. And we will not relent against the criminals.
Now over there in the troubled war-torn Kingston Western Police Division, the police in that police division on Monday went in search for a criminal element in Rema. Residents in Rema come out and a look and I wonder where the squad of them are swarming at the place of her. But the squad of them now just idly just drive by and just are swarming at the place of nothing. The squad of them are look for this old Dutty Corna boy presently on your screen identified as Sawny. But no for no in a Rema there so. Know the criminal element as gold chain. Yeah man. Now the police them want this brother here for a series of knockings and clappings, some of which has resulted in the loss of life of many. So anyone knowing the whereabouts of this criminal element identified as Sawny or gold chain from Rema, he is wanted by the police. And just a note to you who love harbor criminal elements in your immediate surrounding, it is a criminal offense for harbor a criminal who is wanted. And just so you know, them criminal element here have a lot of enemies. And if them come for them and you are there, you will be caught and you too may also be on the receiving end of some fatal bullets. Yeah man, a word to the wise. Now 2 criminal elements get charged. One get charged from out Kingston East and the other get charged from Kingston West. Now we could talk about the one from the Kingston Western Police Division first. Now, the 32-year-old criminal element identified as Samuel Grant, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Obi, said to be from the Bentley Lane area of the Kingston Western Police Division that runs off Maxfield Avenue. He was charged with the May 17, 2024 fatal knockings and clappings of a 37-year-old man identified as Marlon Johnson, but more popularly known in the streets as Mega. Now according to the Denhamtown Police, the now deceased Marlon Johnson was walking along Lamont Lane in Kingston when the criminal element known as Obi, that's Samuel Grant, and 2 other criminal elements allegedly approached and can him up multiple times. The now deceased Marlon Johnson was pronounced you know what at the hospital. The criminal element known as Obi was arrested in a police operation and has also been charged with using a firearm to commit multiple felonies and also possession of illegal ammunition. Now the next criminal element out in the Kingston Eastern Police Division has since been identified as 22-year-old construction worker Kamal Jones, but he is known in the criminal underworld as Kiddy. You don't know him? Yeah man. Now the Kingston Eastern Police have laid charges against him for a fatal knockings and clappings were going in January 2023. A taxi brother known as Leon Lindsay will come from Taylorland in a Bwoy at a murder there. The police them charge him for. Now the criminal element, Kimani Jones, who is also from the Bobo Hill area in Bwoy, St. Andrew, is also charged with using a firearm to commit multiple felonies, possession of prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and also conspiracy to commit another knockings and clappings. Now it is alleged that the now deceased man, Lindsay, was inside his car when the criminal element identified as Kimani Jones, aka Kiddy, and another criminal element approached him and opened gunfire, hitting him all over the upper body and head, leaving him lifeless, same place on the spot. The criminal element Kiddy was arrested during a targeted operation in Bobo Hill and was charged on the 6th of September after a question and answer with his attorney. The police statement also stated that he will be placed before the courts very soon. Yeah man, so another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. Now all the way over there in the St. Catherine North Police Division, the community of Linstead has been rocked with yet again another fatal knockings and clappings. This time, the knockings and clappings is well deserved. It's of a whole dirty criminal element presently on your screen. Now this criminal element here has been wreaking havoc in the Linstead space for quite some time. And he comes from a family background of criminal elements, as he also have another brother who is presently incarcerated for a mighty long time. In fact, that brother took the life of a man at the age of 13 years old and is presently serving a lengthy sentence behind bars. Now this criminal element here commit a whole heap of knockings and clappings himself. He has cost the life of many and was also a close associate of the wanted criminal element known as Bull. Yeah, man. Now let me speak to Kamal's mother. Now you know, it coming like all of your pitney them just cut off a one clot. And probably you are to be blamed for how your children them turn out. Because you wash the bloody clothes, you spend the thieving and blood money, you know the wrongs with them always inner, and you still support them wholeheartedly. Now you have a smaller son known as Jason. If you not take Jason up in hand, he might go suffer the same fate. Jason a walk up and down in the market and a extort people. And you know about this because you spend the thieving and extortion money. Now you as a mother, you not learn from the first child. You not learn from the second. You not learn from the third. You gone up to 6 youth. And trust me, and mostly criminal elements you go lie with and rise with fleas like Kamal. Yeah man, your son Kamal. So Kamal was on the receiving end of some fatal can wound whilst at a little club setting in a Linstead Monday night. Kamal is a known contracted knockis and clappis. The Trinity gang man them, we get to understand say, circle him and dirt him. Yeah man. So one less criminal element to worry about in the community of Linstead. But for those who are living in and around that particular era where you know the gang war are going between them and Trinity man them, walk on the eye wide, look out on the corner eye, make sure say you know always dip on the edge and on the fence, because reprisal for Kamal is most definitely a must. So another criminal element, look out for it, soon bite the dust. Yeah man. Now over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled Manchester Police Division, it really saddens my heart to even describe the parish of Manchester as such. But if not contained immediately, the Manchester Police Division will be narrowed down to a haven for criminal elements. Now in recent times we have seen where there have been an increase and uptick in crime and violence in the Manchester Police Division. And now 5 people lose them 3 pints in a Manchester in less than a week. Yeah man. Now the latest victim was a man identified as Kevin Brown. He was gunned down at a bar in a district known as Green Street in Knockpatrick. All of that took place sometime after 10 Monday night. Now it is said that the now deceased 46-year-old Kevin Brown was among a group of people when armed criminal elements opened gunfire at them. When the knockings and clappings subsided, 3 people including Brown was found with corn-up wounds. Mr. Brown, that's Kevin Brown, was pronounced you know what at the hospital. And a similar incident took place in Manchester but in Bottom Albion last Tuesday, where 2 men end up lose them 3 pints in a bar. The criminal element stole a bag containing $100,000 before escaping in the area on foot. And the following day in a Christiana, a next man end up lose 3 pints at a bar. 2 men reportedly entered the bar, one opened gunfire, striking the man in the upper body and head. And 2 days after was that man's reprisal in Christiana near the school, where a brother known as Jerome end up lose 3 pints. Them a fight over scamming money. Yeah, man. Now, data published by the police suggests that up to September 7th, Manchester has recorded over 40 fatal knockings and clappings since the start of the year. And that is about 9 more people losing them 3 pints compared to the corresponding period in 2023. So this is definitely worrying for Manchester residents, as when I hear about Manchester, is a place where a lot of returning residents go buy them little land and build up them little house, or them buy a nice little house in a gated community and just live nice and alright and enjoy the lush green cool hills of Manchester. But now the criminal elements are taking over. So we're saying that the neighboring parish of St. Elizabeth, to the commanding officer of St. Elizabeth, listen to me. We are speak to you, Mr. Minto. You have a Krasmite girl in your area. She's from a section known as Holland Village in a Holland Bamboo. We see her put up picture on her Facebook story with big matic in her hand. Yeah, man. We are talking about the Krasmite girl known as Aisha, right? As I stated, Mr. Minto, she's from the Holland Village area in Holland Bamboo in St. Elizabeth. Now on your screen is the picture that I'm making mention of. So I know now after this vlog is posted, I go check the comment section, my Instagram, and also my emails for all of you who will be flooding my email and Instagram stating that, hey, this is a prop gun and she just showed a music video. Well, if this is a prop gun, she better show the permit given to her to use it in a music video by the police. And I'm pretty sure that Mr. Minto or his juniors never signed nothing for permit her for use a prop strap in a music video. So we know so that is just talk. This Yamatica on your screen a real devil's pipe. Yeah, man. Stuff up a clip in the belly of the wheel and ready for knock it and clap it. We're not sure if a fear strap, you know. More than likely an a fear strap. But the fact that she posed with the strap, we need the strap off the streets. So now, Aisha, you need to make the police them know and understand how you come by that in a yarn. Yeah, man. So the last thing that me gonna talk about in the morning, my peeps, is that a Portland businessman is presently hospitalized in critical condition following a gun attack at his home in a farming community known as Settlement in Fellowship. All of that took place on Monday night. He was reportedly conned up at least 4 times by armed criminal elements. As I stated earlier, he is now admitted in the hospital in critical condition. So reports reaching On The Spot News Media would suggest that sometime around 8:30 p.m, residents heard loud explosions and went to investigate. The businessman, who goes by the alias of Dello, was found inside his home leaking a whole heap of red substance from his body, profusely so. Now the police was called in and he was rushed to the hospital, where he is presently admitted in critical condition. Boy, may I tell you, my peeps, the knockings and clappings continues. Now, Portlanders, you have been doing well over the years, keeping fatalities down. And it is simply because you don't harbor criminal elements in your communities. So now, if anyone knows where that knockings and clappings there come from and who may have orchestrated the hit, please alert the Portland police and not make them criminal element they coming out in the space and settle and feel like they are okay. Push them out. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.